Hey folks, it's Alex here at Hankster's Hot Rods. We're at the Homer City, Pennsylvania location, and we've got a gorgeous new arrival here. This is our 1967 Pontiac GTO, and it's finished in the factory correct color, Cameo Ivory. It also has the factory optioned black vinyl top. And you can see it's got the bright work around the windows, along with the rocker panels and the wheel wells. And all that bright work around our windows is very straight and in good condition, and it's all polished up to shine really nice. We'll take a look at the interior on this one. You've got the red on red interior with the red vinyl bucket seats in the front. And you've got the nice wood grain inserts on the instrument cluster and center console. Got a nice set of secondary gauges as well, and the his and hers shifter, which was a more rare factory option for these cars. As we come around to the rear of the vehicle, you can look down the side and see how nice and straight it is. And all the chrome on the rear end is polished up real nice and in good shape. Our taillight bezels, the rear bumper, and that trim around the lower of the trunk. Speaking of the trunk, it lines up very well. And our rear glass is in good condition, same with all the trim around it. We'll take a peek inside the trunk. Underside is painted in that same Cameo Ivory as the exterior, and you've got your jack usage instructions and storage instructions there. It's a nice original piece to have. As far as the trunk itself, it's in very good condition. You can see all the original stamping in the floors there, and it's finished in a more factory style spatter paint. And of course you've got the rubber seal around the opening, and that is soft and pliable. Looking down the passenger side, it's nice and straight as well. You can see all of our bright work around the lower edge is in very good condition. Same with all of our bright work around the windows on the passenger side. And you do have driver and passenger polished chrome side mirrors, so that's an added bonus there. Take a peek from the passenger side of the interior. It's a very classic looking interior. Everything's been kept very well and very original. Of course, you've got your rubber bump stops on the door, and your rubber seal is soft and pliable. Coming around to the front, you can see we've got the fender mounted power antenna, and all the chrome up front is just as it is around the rest of the car, in very good shape, polished up with a good shine to it. And the hood lines up well left to right, front to back. Our windshield is in good condition, same with all the trim around it. And I would like to note that our vinyl top is also in exceptional condition. It's nice and uniform the entire way around, and there's no imperfections to speak of. It is a very well preserved vinyl top. You've also got the externally mounted tachometer. That was another rare factory option with these cars, and it is functional as well. We'll take a look under the hood. And the underside of your hood is finished in a more flat black, same with your engine bay itself. It's kind of a flat black finish. And as for our powertrain, that is the period correct 400 V8. Paired to it is the Turbo 400 automatic transmission. We do have some goodies to speak of with this powertrain here. You do have an Edelbrock AVS2 650 CFM carburetor, along with a pair of polished chrome valve covers and a polished chrome air cleaner. This is sporting the factory air conditioning system, and it does have power steering and power brakes. Some other little goodies you have, it's got an aluminum radiator to help keep things cool, and it has been updated to a more modern ignition system using an HEI style ignition. And overall, it's a very well put together engine bay that complements the car very good. That should about wrap things up for our exterior of this one. As always, if you're looking to do any upgrades or modifications to this car or any of our other vehicles, feel free to reach out to us and we'll get back to you with a quote on such work. Also, the price that you see listed on our website, that does include our 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty and enclosed shipping to the lower 48 states. Now we'll get this GTO back on the lift and take a look at the underside. Now we've got the 67 GTO back on our lift. We'll do an overview of the underside. Starting up front with your suspension, it's going to be all your factory standard equipment, and it all appears to be in very good condition. From your stamped steel control arms to your cross member, everything's in good shape and held up very nice. As for our powertrain, that is a 400 V8 period correct motor, and paired to it is a turbo 400 automatic transmission. As I look at our engine and transmission at this moment, they're both free and clear of any drips or leaks. As classic cars go, there's always a chance of those things popping up. As for our brakes, we do have drum front and rear. It is power, and we have power steering as well. For the exhaust, you've got a full dual 2.5-inch exhaust with a pair of turbo style mufflers. As for the condition of our center section here, our floors, frame rails, pinch welds, and rocker panels, they're all in very good shape. There's no heavy undercoating, so you can really see just how good of condition the underbody is on this car. Our frame rails are straight and solid the whole way through. All your cross braces for the floor, same deal there. And speaking of the floor, I don't see any evidence of any patches. Appears to be original and in very good condition. As for the rear end, that is a 10-bolt with a 296 gear ratio. And for our suspension in the rear, that's going to be all your factory standard equipment, and it all appears to be in very good condition. Looking at the condition of our floors and frame rails coming up to the back, everything is solid and straight. Even out here to your pinch welds on the quarter panels, those are nice and crisp edges there. Same with our tail panel in the back, right in front of that rear bumper. Love to see it all nice and straight, very well taken care of. And that dual 2.5-inch exhaust comes out to a pair of polished chrome tips. And that should about wrap things up for the underside of this car. What we'll do now is we'll lower it down and fire up that V8.